Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're going to be tackling a question that has been asked around the league for many years now. Can a young team actually win an NBA championship? The NBA landscape is always evolving, which has changed the dynamics of team success and sparked the debate about what's important: experience versus youth. We've all heard the narratives: young, exciting teams that dominate the regular season but falter when the playoffs roll around because of the obvious experience gap. Is this always the case though? Let's get into it. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of our upcoming content. We'll start things off by acknowledging the indisputable fact that the NBA is getting younger. With an inflow of talent fresh out of college or even high school, teams are being built more and more on youthful exuberance and potential. However, there is no denying the uphill battle that youthful teams have to endure. The intensity, physicality, and adjustments that teams make for the NBA playoffs are all very different from the regular season. Experienced veterans have been there and done that. They understand how to handle pressure and make clutch plays down the stretch.
Here's his move, he spins, an off-balance shot, wins the game!
Younger teams, on the other hand, may struggle with that. They could get rattled by a large run and make critical mistakes in clutch situations. Hold on a moment though, don't dismiss the youngsters just yet. The NBA has a long history of young teams beating the odds and winning championships. The historic 1977 Portland Trail Blazers, led by a teenage Bill Walton, still maintain the record for the youngest championship-winning team, with an average age of only 24. Fast forward to present day, young teams like the Minnesota Timberwolves, Oklahoma City Thunder, and the Indiana Pacers are taking the season by storm. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, the OKC Thunder star guard, is having an MVP-caliber season, averaging 31.4 points, 5.9 rebounds, and 6.4 assists per game. He's also leading the Thunder to what could be their most successful season since the Durant-Westbrook era. But will their regular season dominance translate into postseason glory? Let's move forward. Now, the NBA landscape has shifted dramatically. We live in the era of the three-point shot. This actually helps younger teams in several ways. Younger players are more likely to fire from deep, which may open up the offense and create mismatches. Take, for example, the Memphis Grizzlies of the 2021-22 season. Ja Morant and Desmond Bane were lighting it up from behind the arc. They may not have had the playoff experience of other teams, but their attacking potency could not be overlooked. It took a veteran-led Golden State 6 games to beat them. The objective should be to surround these young talents with some senior players who can provide leadership and postseason experience. So, how does a young squad become a legitimate championship contender? In my honest view, here are some crucial ingredients. Superstar talent. You have to have generational talent, a franchise cornerstone. Having a star player on the team will do wonders for the team's championship feasibility. Think about LeBron James leading the young Cavaliers to the finals in 2007. You want to recreate something like that. Cohesive core. Surround your star with a young, talented core that works well together. Guys who can develop and learn from one another are the secret to brilliant young teams. This also gives them experience and could very well propel them to MVP status. Coaching genius. While talent is undoubtedly important, the importance of great coaching cannot and should not be disregarded. A great coach can maximize the potential of a young team by imparting discipline, strategic prowess, and a winning mindset. A coach who can not only nurture new talent, but also make strategic decisions during the playoffs. A veteran coach such as Tyrone Lue or Greg Popovich. Veteran leadership. Don't underestimate the benefit of having smart, savvy veteran players on the floor who can mentor the young players and give a calming presence in high-pressure situations. They have been there and understood the challenges in the game, so they could very well be the anchor your team needs to win. The young Phoenix Suns found this in Chris Paul when they made it to the finals in 2021. Now let's take a closer look at a couple of young teams who are currently making a huge splash in the league. Minnesota Timberwolves. The Minnesota Timberwolves are in the middle of a very good season. As of this video's creation, they're in a tight race with the Denver Nuggets and Oklahoma City Thunder for the top seed in the Western Conference. Karl Anthony Towns and Anthony Edwards form a powerful tandem, supported by good young players. But with these key players out injured at this vital moment in the season, can Coach Chris Finch keep the ship afloat until they return? Indiana Pacers. The Pacers are a strong squad with a balanced scoring attack and a concentration on rebounding. Their home games are held at Gainbridge Fieldhouse, which is recognized for its vibrant atmosphere, and they're currently ranked 6th in the Eastern Conference with a 38-30 record as of this video. With players like Tyrese Halliburton, an efficient three-point shooter, and a coach like Rick Carlisle, a veteran with a championship ring, they could be solid contenders come playoff time. Oklahoma City Thunder. As the third youngest team in the league, the Thunder are not just winning. They've been winning by an average of 23.3 points per game. All of this they've accomplished as one of the youngest teams in the NBA, full of players with long, bright careers ahead of them. The Thunder currently have the second highest net rating at 7.6. Postseason, they will definitely be a team to keep your eye on. With an offensive rating of 119, they're currently the third best in the entire league. Just last season, that would have put them at the top of the league by a mile. It'll be interesting to see how this young team progresses and whether they can overcome the odds and make a deep playoff run. This brings us back to the question, is it possible for a young squad to win the championship? The answer, as usual, is nuanced. While youth can be a double-edged sword, providing limitless promise and energy, it also presents its own set of obstacles and restrictions. All the teams we talked about today have the potential to reach that level of greatness. Whether it's the Thunder, Timberwolves, or Pacers, they each have everything they need for a championship run, including a good roster, an excellent coach, and a will to succeed. Only time will tell which team can defy the odds and establish themselves among the NBA's best and follow in the footsteps of that 1977 Blazers team. Until then, we continue to marvel at the game's beauty and the boundless possibilities it presents to players and fans alike. We've come to the end of today's video. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel, and check out our other content. See you in the next video.